Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and today on February 29th, 2012, happy Leap Day everybody, I am recording one of my favorite games, Mega Man. Yeah, and I've got the GameCube Anniversary Collection, so I know a lot of people complain about the GameCube version because the buttons are reversed, but it's really not that big a deal once you get used to it. And honestly, I think I kind of prefer having the larger button being the shoot button. But that's just me. So, yeah. Happy Leap Day, everybody, I guess. This video probably won't come out for another week, because you should be getting the Super Luigi Brothers 3 finale today, but whatever. I am doing this in post-commentary just because it's a little bit easier for me to concentrate on the game. But, yeah. But you know what? Why am I playing this version? I have a PSP. So, how about I do Mega Man Powered Up instead? Original mode. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know, I like Mega Man Powered Up a lot. It is... honestly, it's like the Mega Man game I had been waiting all my life for. I really wish it would make a second one. But the original, it lets you play the Powered Up mode, which has all the new stuff, and it lets you play the original style. I think it's called Old Style. Anyways, Old Style is meant to be as close to the original game as it possibly can be. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that. It keeps things like the Robot Master's weaknesses from the original game intact, whereas Powered Up changed them around a little bit, since that game incorporated 2 new Robot Masters. But yeah, let's get to it. This is gonna be fun. I love this game. Alright, new game. Old Style. But you know, why don't I just do both at once? Yeah. Sorry about Dr. Light being covered up there a little bit, but it's just what we're gonna have to deal with. So yeah, I like to start with Guts Man. Right off the bat, you're going to notice some changes here, besides the graphics. And for those wondering, I am going to prioritize Powered Up sound, but don't worry, the classic game will get its chance to shine as well, because it's a longer run, so I'll give it a chance to catch up and use its music. Now right here, these these platforms of death are much easier to get past in the original game. You have a fraction of a second when it gets to the end to jump again before you die, whereas in the classic game, you got a little bit more time than that. However, the platforms are a bit slower in the classic game, which leads to the classic version being a little bit behind Powered Up right now. These little Met dudes throwing their pickaxes, they're actually a little bit easier in the classic version as well. I don't know how to explain that. They just are. But you see on the Powered Up that the giant Stomper robot is so much easier. But let's give the classic version a chance to catch up before we do the boss. So, right here, for some reason the falls are a little bit harder to control than the classic version. I guess because Mega Man had, like, you know, uber density back then, and they changed them a little bit, made them a little more lightweight since then. That Stomper robot's gonna kick some butt. Anyways, it's time for the boss. Here we are at Guts Man already. The level has been fairly faithful, aside from that one bit with the platforms of doom. Let's see how faithful the boss is in the remake. Well, instead of having a brick drop from the sky, he picks one up out of the ground. brick moves a whole lot slower when he throws it. It doesn't scatter into pieces either. Speaking of moving slower, he himself moves a whole lot slower. So I would definitely have to say that Gutsman is a lot easier and powered up than he is in the classic game. They did keep his weakness intact though, which his weakness is actually Bomb Man's weapon, but unlike all the other Robot Masters in the game except for Cutman, he has a second weakness to the Mega Buster. He actually takes 2 damage instead of 1. Now, Cutman takes way more damage than that, but that's for another episode. That's the end of Gutsman and Powered Up. I had a little bit of trouble in the classic version, as you can see. I do manage to get him. The big problem with the classic version is that in order to not be stunned by his jump, you have to time it very near perfectly in the classic version. Whereas in Powered Up, you had a little bit more breathing room. But one thing to note about Gutsman is that fighting him is always a crapshoot. I mean, you could get lucky and he could stay way back and keep his distance, or you could get unlucky and he can jump right up on you. But anyways, that's the end of Gutsman, and that's the end of this episode. I am Blaumagier, and this is Let's Play and Compare Mega Man and Mega Man Powered Up old style. I will see you guys later.